Yo, what's up? Welcome back. And it's pretty late right now. Um, so this is gonna be episode 2 of the this is gonna be episode 2 of our recording series right now. So this is what we've been talking about yesterday. We talked about the 3 main types. So I'm gonna be giving you another one, just tables. Tables, literally 2, I don't know, number 3, it's a little bit, fishy. But don't worry, you don't have to worry about this thing when we're existing. So tables, it's pretty much just this. So to explain, table is a group of code. So that is tables are a group of code. So you just gotta remember this part good. So my table is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now you have this. Let me put in some stuff. 1. Then yeah. And so what this does here is it looks super hard, I know, but so print my table, it's gonna print out each and every, if you print my table, it's gonna print out each and every like thing in this. So it's gonna print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 15. So yeah, as you can see here, it does it like this. It's a really weird format. I don't know why, but that's what this pretty much does. And if you want to type in a certain part, like, let's say, I'm going to type in this one, 11th, 11th one, you're going to put them in these, like, little square brackets. And you're going to do, let's just say you're going to do 12. 31. Oh, shoot, my fault. Wrong one. You're going to use these. My fault, yo. I forgot. This should go to the 12th place. So my table, this, look, this is the 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is the 12th spot. So it's gonna print 12. That should make sense. And so as you can see here, this should print 12. And you can do many cool stuff. So you can do I don't know. Let's do an actual integer. 6. And I don't know if you can do this. Let's try it, You never know if you don't try. Alright. Table. And yeah, it does. So it does work. Whatever you put in here does. Remember, the print function does whatever is in here. So this is a pretty cool thing. And tables are also kind of like a little extension of variables. This is our example from yesterday. And so what table is pretty cool, pretty good. And the next one you're gonna learn is functions. Dude, this thing is guessing, man. So just ignore this. You're just gonna just do this. All you gotta know is functions are super duper important for a code. You do not wanna miss how to learn functions. That's what I'm gonna say. So functions. Functions are used to repeat code. and I'm gonna type in variables used to store information and booleans true false and strings words strings are words. So this is just a quick little brief explanation of each of them. And so functions are super cool. So I'm gonna give you a little example. So local function, we're gonna do this. So you type in local function, and this is gonna be the name of your function right here. So name parameters. So we're gonna put the name right here. So let's name this function. Okay. Okay, let's just say y function. And your parameters are like just anything, I guess. And you're gonna put here, you're gonna go here at the end of this bracket, press enter. It should look like this, just like a little up and down thingy. So this is gonna be the name of your function and your parameters. Parameters are, let's say if you want to bring in the table, right, you're gonna do my table as one of your parameters, and you're gonna be able to use your table inside of this function. So watch. See my table. Shoot. Print my you know that's too complicated. I really can't explain it right now, but parameters are is just be able to do something, I guess. So functions. How do you use functions? Functions are used to low-key, they're just used to like if you're repeating code. So let's say there's an important part of the code where you're gonna have to print y a bunch of times. Instead of having to do that, you just do this, and what you're gonna do is y function. So you're gonna get the name, just copy and paste this with the parameters inside. Copy paste this, paste it right there. I'm gonna go here. As you can see, it's gonna do y 3 times. Gosh, I don't understand why they changed the Roblox output. And so, see, if I do this once, why? So, to explain what just happened is a function. This function is just print y. Then, instead of just leaving this function, right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna call this function. So you're gonna say, yo, function, can you do what's inside of you? Wait, pause. And since what's inside of it is print y, pause. It's just gonna print y if I call this function. So if I call it 3 times, 4 times actually, it's gonna print y 4 times. And if I do some random code or whatever, just whatever you want to do, then sure. So an example of this, another good example is, let's say you're making a button game and you want to make a function for the button is clicked, add this amount. Instead of doing that manually every time, you can make a function, call this button clicked. And so what you're going to do is, so button clicked, and then you're going to make your function, button.touched or whatever, and then equals like function. I don't know, man. Just do your code and then button clicked. Whatever happens in here. So button has been clicked. In here, that's what functions are for. There's many different types of functions. Like another one is this has to be done in a local script, which I'll teach you about later. Is this. So let's say you have this object. Let's say object equals freaking no, and like 20. Okay, this object is super important. This object, once you actually wait, no. Yeah, sure. Yeah. So object equals game workspace. Right, just don't worry about the stuff. Let me just do this. Basically, so this object is just gonna be the base plate right here. So what you're gonna do is object dot touched, connect function. I'm gonna click that, and as you can see, you've made pissing me off right now. There we go. I'm happy. So right now you've made very simple code. So what happens here is first object, which is your base plate. If the base plate is touched by player or just touched, you're gonna start a function. Okay, this basically just means to start a function. So this function I'm gonna say print the base plate has been touched. Launch the So now let's see what happens. Chilling in here. Oh my gosh! Wait, first you have to do this. If your code is gonna repeat a lot, wait. I'm just do task wait 0.3, and so every 0.3 seconds, if you touch the base plate, one, two, three. As you can see, keep stacking up. Then you stop. Then you keep going. You stop. Then you keep going. And with this, you can do many things, like Kilbrick. That's pretty advanced, kind of, for your level, for your beginner. It's pretty advanced. I'm not actually gonna do that. So once you touch the base plate, you die. You can do many things with this. So this is the first type, and this is the second type. This dot touch doesn't have to be dot touched. It can also be dot mouse button one click, meaning you left click, and mouse button two click, meaning a right click. Mouse button three click, meaning a middle click. And there's also something called a drag detector, but this dot something can be many different things, and whenever this has happened to this, yeah, this function just starts. So for today's project, what I want you guys to do is to use a function. So okay, go here, create a part, do something cool with this part. Maybe when this part is touched, frick, give me a second. When this part is touched, something cool happens. So let me give you an example. Please get your script, wherever it is, drag it, put it in here, okay? So if it's in here, I don't know why, drag it all the way into this part you just created, part. So it should look like this, okay? Alright, now what you're gonna do is do part equals, where's my example? Yeah, there we go. Example, part equal script dot parent, then part, then from here on you really gonna do this, then part, you can name this whatever, but just remember this is this. And so let's give you an example. Connect function. Let's say part dot color 3 new, and you can make this whatever you want in the structure. So I'm just gonna make it yellow. Okay. I don't know why it's not yellow. You call me yellow. Okay. This is really weird. And 3 clicked. I don't know why. I don't know. Mouse button 3 clicked. It's not. Oh, I think I made a mistake on that. Mouse button 1 click. Oh, click. Click. Oh. Oh, frick. That was a mistake. My bad. This can only be, like, only certain things can be clicked, just so you know. It can only be GUI, so do not worry. Only worry about touched for right now. So, example. Chill, touched. Alright. But whatever, so it's touched. This is text. It's a little bit annoying me. But, so, to make this work for only you, you're gonna have to go get your part. Where's your part? Get this part. Go here. Click anchor. So, when you join the game, if it is anchored, yeah, as you can see, I just touched it and it turned into a different color. So, I don't know. Let's just see. Walking. Gosh, I just spawned on it. So, you're just chilling, you're walking. You're like, let me look at the base, but you see this? You go into it, boom. Something cool like that. So, remember, paste your code in the comments, and give it a little heart, give it something else, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this cool little tutorial. This will probably be posted like a week later from when I did this. So yeah. Also, sorry about the volume. It's a bit loud, but there's nothing much I can do. Thanks for the support. Bye guys.